We're gonna start this week with the final walkthrough. Right here in this backyard, this is one of the coolest parts of this landscape is this waterfall. It's a pondless waterfall, so there's a catch basin down the middle, but there'll never be a pond to the naked eye. It's got two streams coming down either side and some plants right there in the middle. On either side of the waterfall, you got these steps that kind of encapsulate it. So you can walk up and just look at the stream as you're walking up. And then again, as you're walking down this side, you just got a stream right along the side of you. It's a really cool design on this water feature with a couple plants there in the middle too to really set it off. When I first came here early summer, this was a blank slate. It was a new build with no landscaping, and the primary objective was they had a large hill, kind of slopes down like 6 foot right here. So we wanted to figure out how we're going to make these two spaces flow together between the house and the barn. One of the things when you have a hill, one of the obvious things to do is a retaining wall, but how are you going to do it? And this is how we did it right here. As you can see, we got a couple staircases going up, a waterfall. We got setbacks on these walls over here. Beautiful placement of rocks, by the way. They're all fit together really tight. You can see the setbacks, double stack, a plant, double stack, a plant. It just provides a little bit more interest to the landscape instead of just one sheer straight wall. Throw some curves in there, have some setbacks, make it gradual, make it easy on the eye. So we built these walls out of natural stone. It's an irregular product. It's not the easiest to work with. You have to pick one, kind of shape it, pick through a few different rocks till you find one that fits really good. This piece in particular looks really nice on the corner. It's almost got a 90-degree angle, sedimentary. You can see the different layers that settle over time. You got tans and beiges in this rock. This one's just a really nice rock here. But as you continue through the landscape in any section, you can just see how the rocks were selected very well and fit together very well. Flow of traffic is really important in design. And down there, we already covered that. We got stairs coming up here to attach to the basement, the back deck. Anything going on in the backyard, we got the stairs coming up. But now up here, we got to figure out how we're going to get from there to the barn, to the garage. And we did so with a flagstone path that kind of has an intersection right here to where you can go in the barn and hang out, or go back into the house with Ohio blue flagstone. We got a few select plants in this landscape, and now while they're dormant, you can't really tell how beautiful they are, but this is a forest pansy redbud. The leaves stay red all year. It flowers pink in the spring. It's large. It was actually spaded in from our tree farm, Fox Tree Farm. So they brought this here, put it in this landscape. Fits this space really good. We got a couple more redbuds in this landscape, kind of a triangle of redbuds. This one is a heartbreaker weeping redbud, so it has a weeping formation as it grows. Really not going to get much taller. I'm really happy with the structure of that tree. And then we've also got a flamethrower redbud. So this is actually a traditional redbud in size. It's going to get as big as the forest pansy, but it's got a little bit different interest to where in the fall time, these leaves are going to be red, orange, yellow, and green all at once. Why they get the name the flamethrower? Because it looks like it's got a fire in the tree. And this is yet another interesting plant in this landscape is a coral bark Japanese maple. The cool part about this is that its bark is actually red in the wintertime. So not a whole lot of plants got red bark as the snow is flying. This whole landscape's just got a natural feel to it with curves in the walls, curves on the bed, natural stone selected, Michigan boulders left and right just to kind of tie it all in with the landscape. One of the things we really like to do, whether it be an outdoor outlet or a wellhead, we'll cover those up with the artificial rock just so this whole landscape flows together and there's no eyesores sticking out. As part of this project, we did put irrigation in. You can see the orange flags as all the irrigation heads. We did hydroseed as well. So it's a dormant seed. It's going to take off in the spring. And always we go ahead and we bury the downspouts too, so they're not going to mess up any of the landscape. Going with the same idea, same concept on this whole project, this front yard's got this massive natural stone wall, and it matches the stone veneer on the house so nice. As you're just pulling into the front, into the driveway, looking at the front of the house, this thing is really boastful. It makes the house look bigger. It's an extension of the home. This wall is beautifully crafted, really flat, steps down over there and curves out. Similar to the coral bark Japanese maple in the backyard, we do have these dogwoods, Bailey red twig dogwoods, where they got the red bark on them in the wintertime as well. We've got a little Ohio blue flagstone walkway here too. just to open up the space a little bit more and give some functionality to the yard for the client too, if they need to get out into their yard and access or service anything. Plant selection up here consists of Weigela, Spirea, a small Japanese maple, some phlox. You got a lot of hydrangeas and some evergreens and the Mr. Bowling Ball arborvitaes. There's really a full season of interest here, spring, summer, and fall. A lot of blooms, and the plant quantity is a little bit on the higher end. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're probably stuffing it with a 6 or a 7. So it's gonna be really full, provide a lot of color for the front of the house. It was a pleasure taking you along on this final walkthrough, showing you this landscape, these natural stone walls. Hope you got some good ideas for your yard. Look forward to showing you guys some more of our projects.